What about the healing? Bam! And there it is. All right, so let's talk about some things today. We're going to address some things today, but first I want to say my name is Trinity and welcome to my channel. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad you clicked on here. My channel, this channel is not for everybody. If you're sensitive, if you're not ready to work on your issues, not ready to confront your issues, don't want any help, this ain't the channel for you, because this channel is going to trigger you. Okay? You have to be ready. You have to be ready to acknowledge. You have to be ready to be truthful with you and honest with yourself. You have to be able to be open, to be authentic. Stop hiding. Stop hiding. Stop running. Stop blaming. Stop focusing on everybody else and not focus on you. Because you need you right now. You are your only hope right now. You are your only source of the way out. It's going to come from you, not anybody else. So I'm speaking to people, places, and things that is ready, but just don't know how. Just don't know how to get started. Unmotivated. Procrastinating. Know they ready and want to do it, but just haven't stepped out there to do it. I'm speaking to you. Okay? No judgment. No judgment. This is a judge-free zone. This is about healing, coming from that dark place, dark place, shadowy place, a hidden place that nobody knows, things that confronting those things that nobody wouldn't even think that you have ever done. Being able to be real with yourself and being able to deal with these issues that you keep running from and be free. The freeing of your soul, the freeing of your mind, the freeing of you. This is what this channel is about. Okay? So, what we got today is I had in the pre-shuffle, this whole scenario came out, but it's so much deeper than what I'm gonna go into right now, because it added different perspectives in it that we're not focusing on other people. We are focusing solely on you. So what I need you to do right now is breathe in, breathe out, and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to receive. Okay? Because your cards here today is feather. Okay? Feather. But it's in the reverse. It's upside down. It's not quite the feather in the upright, which symbolizes angels, symbolizes purity, symbolizes communication. This card says it symbolizes perseverance, gratitude, peaceful, feeling inspired, freedom. We just spoke about freedom, didn't we? Success, reminder to slow down, enjoy life. But in this aspect, it's speaking of self-limited blocks. And I wanted to say beliefs, because self-limited thoughts are beliefs, right? But it says self-limited blocks and thoughts. Feeling caged and restricted. Jealousy. No motivation and inspiration. Fragile. So, what we gonna talk about right now is the self-limited blocks and thoughts feeling caged and restricted. Okay. And we're gonna touch a little bit on jealousy, because I drew some other cards in the pre-shuffle. These are the pre-shuffle cards I drew. Excuses. Unappreciated. Self-indulgent. On the self-indulgent, it's focusing on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Where you feel I'm speaking this, this energy is unappreciative. But you got to appreciate your own self first before you demand or before you expect for other people to appreciate you. Everything starts with you. That's why it says focus on self. But the problem and the issue is, wait a minute, hold on one second. The problem and the issue is this card right here, self-indulgent. It's, instead of you being self-indulgent, this is in reverse. This is the opposite of what's actually going on. You're not indulging in self. You're looking, instead of you looking at self and focusing on self, instead of you believing in yourself, instead of you having thoughts and opinions that's positive about yourself, you take that focus and you put it on other people. But let's go a little bit further than that. Okay? What actually is going on here is that you don't want to do the work. You don't want to do the shadow work. You don't want to do the light work. You don't want to heal. It's something that has happened to you, something in your past that you keep running from. I have done so many messages in this energy about people that keep running. What are you running from? What do you think that's going to accomplish? You keep running and keep running and keep running and keep running. Keep hiding. Keep stuffing your feelings, because that's one too. Not wanting to deal, so you stuff everything down. But the thing about it, all of that, the stuffing, the triggers, the stuff that you running from, you're going to always find people that's going to come in your life. People going to say something. People going to call you on the phone. It's going to be a TV program. It's going to be a post on social media that's going to bring all those feelings and all those emotions right back up. You can never hide. You never can hide and you never can run, because this is your mission. It is your mission. It is your responsibility. It is your destiny to work on these issues. You will always be confronted. You will always be triggered. You will always have to go through something that's going to bring these feelings and emotions up that you keep running from. It's always going to be an issue. And you're never going to be free from it because you refuse to do the work. But because you don't want to do the work, you keep running, and you don't want to focus your attention on you, then that spirit of J comes along. I thought I brought that one up. Hold on. The feeling of J comes up because you don't want to work on you. You don't keep running from yourself. You don't want to love yourself. You don't want to see the truth about yourself. You don't want to heal your issues. You don't want to heal your pain. You don't want to heal your suffering. You don't want to do anything concerning your life path, because that is your life. That is your life path. That's your life work, for you to work on these issues. And because you don't want to work on it and you don't want to focus on you, then this entity, this principality, takes control over your life. Because this principality forces you to look at other people and what they doing and what they got going on. And this principality makes sure that the people that you look at, you don't see the truth. You don't see the trauma that they've been through. You don't see the hurt and the pain that they went through. You don't see the suffering and the hardships that these people have went through. Only thing you keep seeing is where is the finishing line. You see the finishing line. You see the blessings, you see the freedom, you see the love that they have for themselves, you see the love that they're pouring, the protection that they have. But in order to have those things, in order for those things to transpire in their life, in order for them to be free, they had to be bounded. They had to be binded. They had to go through the process of being unstuck. They had to go through the process of being unloved. They had to go through the process of selling themselves short and low self-esteem and people, places, and things using and abusing and causing and all kind of traumatic experiences. They had to go through all of that to be where they are today. But this principality don't tell you about that. This principality only ensures that you see the good. You see those positive aspects that's going on in this person's life. But this principality is not going to share what they've been through. This principality is not going to allow you to see certain things. So if that's the case, this half-truths. This principality allow you to see half-truths so you can become triggered and believe that this person is up on some type of pedestal and that this person is protected and placed in king and queen status just because God loves them more, or God protects them more, or God is one. But you or whomever don't understand that God is no respecter of person. If you do the work and you do what you were called to do, or you go through the process, or you heal, you will have the same protection. You will have the same throne. You'll be queen and king status as well. But you'll be queen and king status along with what it is that you and God have said, did a contract, had agreed upon that you would be in this lifetime. Everybody not going to be the same. But I truly, truly feel, and I truly get this as well, as that a lot of people that's in this energy, you're in this energy and it's unwarranted. It's unwarranted to the person, but it's really unwarranted to you, because this principality does not show you that if you do the work, you do the shadow work, you do the healing work, that you will supersede some of these people that you're jealous of. that the gift that you have, the gift, the talent, the ability that you have, some of you, it supersedes what these people that you keep being jealous and envious over. It's all a trick. It's a trick so you can disown your own talents, abilities, and what you have. It's a trick to make you not want to do what is required, so you could miss an opportunity to be placed on your throne, to be placed into position that you and God agreed upon. That you will go through these traumatic experiences, that you will go through all of these hardships, that you will go through all of this pain. But once you go through, you will be sit, rightfully so, where you belong. You're denying who you are. You're denying your priesthood. You're denying your royalty. You're denying who you were. Believing what this principality is saying and showing you through other people, that these other people have something more valuable than you. So this is a principality. It's so many. And this principality belongs to, do your research, but it belongs to, and so with this principality, it comes along with other things. Then you have envy. So you have jealousy, and that's why you have jealousy, then envy comes along with it as well, along with other that comes along under this principality. It's not just one thing. This is the root. But this actual principality that falls under this root has many other things that come along with it. So you find yourself with this energy. Then you have the energy of envy, and then you have the energy of whatever and whatever. It all falls in line with this. Do your research. It's all a lie. It's not hard. Some of you, the very people you find yourself, you outrank. But you jealous of them, but you outrank them. That's the other side of this. But this principality that falls under this line does not want you to see that. If you were to know that, it may change your perspective and get you to start to see your gifts and open up and unlock what you can see within yourself. But you can't see anything blinded by this. It's all here. And this. You can't. You can't. When you're blinded with this, you can't see anything but this. And then you see it and you recognize all the things that you're not, that you say that you're not in other people, so you can be constantly in these energies for not just one person, various people. You have a whole slew of people before you know it that you are in this energy with. And really, you don't even know some of these people. Some people you know, some people you don't. Some people it's your family members, some it's your friends, could be ex-lovers, They've moved on. You mad at that mad at somebody they with. No, if they moved on and they with somebody else, you move on. What you keep looking back at that person for? They not with you for a reason. You not with them for a reason. Go find somebody that's compatible with you. And have something of substance and value in your life. So you can start to create happiness, joy, and content. But you'll never ever get there with this. Making excuses not to do the work. Making excuses to not see yourself. Making excuses to not work on your shadow. Not to balance your shadow. Because when you're working on your shadow, you're balancing it. Working on it doesn't mean to eliminate. Working on it means to balance it out. Balance it. Where you are equally light and dark. But it is some things that's in your shadow that you have to eliminate. It is some things that is no longer working with you. It's no longer reasonable. It's no longer for your benefit to operate in that manner. Because it defeats what it is that you came here to do. It goes against who you are, what God has anointed you to be, what God has appointed you to be. It goes against all of that. Stop making excuses. And if you don't believe me, go do your research. Go look up jealousy. What principality, what demonic principality it falls under. And go and see all the stuff that it falls under. And stop making excuses. Balance this with balance envious and jealousy. Balance those things out. How you balance envious and jealousy is to look at the reasons why. Why are you jealous of this person? Why are you envious of this person? Why are these feelings coming up pertaining to this individual? Are they warranted? And if you say they warranted, then let's go a little deeper. Why is this warranted? Why do I feel? Why? Until you get to the root of the issue. When you get to the root of the issue, well, I'm jealous because this person, she stole my man, or he stole my woman. I'm jealous because that's no. You're jealous because you're jealous of this person, of another individual that's with your ex. You don't know that person don't know you. They're not in a relationship with you. They don't have any ties or anything with you, but you're jealous and manifesting and creating all of this negative energy off of a person that you don't know. The person that you know is your ex. You're no longer with your ex. Some of you no longer want to be with your ex, no longer want to even be with this person. But because this person has moved on with their life and you view this particular person as being something more than you, or have something more than you, or this person treats this person better than they treated you, is conjuring up some type of jealousy or some type of competition or some type. So let's go a step. Then that's what you do. You bring up the root of why it is you feel the way that you feel. Is it justified? No, that's not justified. If you be truthful and honest, that's not justified. That person, that man, that woman, your ex has the right to go on with their life. You decided you wanted to separate, whether he or she did it or you did it. It was agreed upon that you would separate. And when you're not with someone and they are your ex and you're no longer married, you're no longer tied, you're no longer in agreement, it is okay and it is acceptable for that particular person to move on with their life. And just as that person has moved on, how could you be jealous or envious of another individual that has moved on with their life when you had the same opportunity to move on with yours? Then let's go a little step further. Some of you have moved on, but because this person, you keep looking back and keep focusing on somebody else's relationship, you're jealous and you're finding yourself being jealous and pulled in because of the energy of what? This is a principality. You have no reason to be jealous. You got somebody else, you're happy with that person, but this is an action of a principality projecting, a principality pulling you back so you can look and focus and make sure that you see something that's positive, or see something that you don't have or you didn't get. But you don't need that from that person. That's over with. What you need to focus on is the person that you're with. Focus on them. Allow them to make you happy. Make your own self happy first, and then allow them to come in and add on to that happiness. But you stop your blessings, you stop your happiness, you stop everything that's going on with you in this energy. My other card dropped, jealousy dropped. And then you start to feel unappreciated. And you start to feel unappreciated when you're not grateful for what it is that you already have. You looking back. So, do you see what I'm saying? That's just an example. But sometimes we create our own unhappiness. We create our own problems and issues by not being truthful and honest about how we feel. Trying to run and pretend that everything is all right, that you still don't have feelings and you don't have emotions, that you don't want this person, you don't want to be involved, you've moved on with this person, but constantly keep watching, constantly keep seeing everything that they're doing, constantly reading their posts, constantly gravitating to their energy behind the scenes, but in front of everybody is as if you've moved on, you're happy, everything is everything. But see, God knows all, sees all, and he ain't having it. So you pretending that you're happy, but your heart is broken, because everything you see is so much better on the other side than being happy and grateful for what it is that you already have. So with this today, self-limiting blocks and thoughts, when you have self-limiting, low vibrational thoughts, opinions, blocking out positive energy, blocking out positive thoughts and manifesting positivity in your life, you open up doors for these two emotions. You manifest this principality to come in and bring this into your life. And once this principality brings it into your life, it's hard to get rid of it, because everywhere you go, they're going to just make sure you see somebody that's more better than you, somebody that look better than you, somebody body is banging and is better than your body. This person's skin tone is better than their skin is better. That's all you do all day, is everywhere you go is look at other people and look at what's better about them that they better than you. And you go all day long with this emotion, envious and jealousy, all day long. And it's all because you invite it. You have self-limited beliefs. You have low self-esteem, low value about you. Very jealous, feeling caged and trapped in this jealousy mindset. Can't get out of it because you can't see your true value and your worth. You don't understand that you're worthy. You don't understand that you outrank some of these people. But it would never be established until you understand who you are, what you are, and what you'd agreed upon with the Most High God. You have no motivation, you have no inspiration, and you're very, very fragile, mentally fragile. So at this point, I'm talking to people that want the help. I'm talking to somebody that want to help, want to get out of this destructive mindset, want to release and want to stand in their power, want to release this control that this principality have over you. Wanting to release all that low negative self-talk about yourself and the belief that you are so unworthy. How you start the process and where you begin is to start to let go and stop running. Make a conscious decision that you're going to face. You're going to face yourself and stop running. You're going to start looking at the truth. What difference does it make? I ain't going to lie. Some of it is going to hurt your feelings. But your feelings been hurt for years now over the same stuff over and over again. Why not confront? Why not face and look at it and go through the process so you can truly let it go and release it? It's time. It's time. And in this process, you need to start to talk to God and start to ask God to bring to your remembrance who you are. Bring to your remembrance of the agreement that was made. And ask God to help you to accept who you are, who you truly are. Open that door and allow you to accept it. This is a faith walk, and it starts with you, and it starts with God. God knows everything about you. You have forgotten who you are, and God will be the one that can open that door and allow you to remember and see and be able to take those steps towards freedom, make those steps towards releasing, make those steps to owning up, make those steps to forgive, make those steps to let go. You can do it because so many before you have done it. And you know it's true because you have seen it. You've been focused on it. But now it's your time. What are you going to do about it? There is no judgment. I don't know you. You don't know me. But this message, if it's for you, then you need to get to work. Stop procrastinating. Stop running. Stop blaming. None of those things are going to help you. It's time to sit with yourself, cry it out, work it out. And I'm going to leave it right there. I love you. I'm praying for you. I wish the best for you. Your journey starts now. And I am so proud of you. For those of you that's willing to do the work, then get to work. All right, so hit the comments, let a sister know that this truly hit home. Hit the comments, with emoji, that you still working with me. Thumbs up, thumbs down, just thumbs the channel. It helps me out. Share these videos, get them out, because people are actually hurting right now and need these videos, right? A lot of these people that is so hateful and projecting and doing all these things is just people who don't know how to heal. They keep running because they're stuck in this ongoing thing, and they don't know what to do. So you send these videos out, it'll get to the right people, right? So, have not done the description box yet. I'm not going to do the description box until I feel led to do it. So it's no description box right now. However, if you want more content, to see what I'm all about, you can go check me out at Allabout, ALLBOUTTHA, healing without a AG. And all of that information is there. All of my social media is there. Not doing any personal readings. I'm just right now trying to figure this thing out, and I'm allowing God to use me the way He sees fit. So with that being said, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you healing, and Trinity is